Hey guys. Hey guys. What else? Let me talk about the reason why I left. The reason why I left is because how do I say this? The reason why I left was because I just Hey, hi everyone.
Yo, I'm YouTube, and you know it's Brittany, aka my girl Riri, aka Vicky Riri. I'm out to say yo.
Okay, it's recording right now. Can I do my video please? Skirt, like something. In this video, I'm gonna be giving you some advice, moving tips, moving in advice, living on your own tips, like the whole all of that topic. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna break it down into 8 things. One of my nails are missing. I know you peeped that. 8 things. Holds up. Oh shit, that's 9. 8. So yeah, so if you're thinking of living on your own and you're young, I'm gonna tell you my experience and maybe you can take some tips from that, learn from my experience. So let me tell you a background story. I moved out when I was 18. I was living in Montreal at the time, in Quebec, Canada. I don't even know the whole provinces in Canada, but only know 2, Toronto. No, actually I know Toronto, Quebec, Vancouver, British Columbia. Which one is the province? I don't know. See, I don't know nothing about Canada. That's not the point. I lived in Montreal for like 2 years, and then I decided to leave Montreal and go live in Toronto. And I thought it would be better for me because, one, I don't know French, so I was kind of struggling and I just never bothered to learn French. That's my fault, my bad. So I went to live in Toronto when I was 18, and I was staying with my friend, and both of us had those same ideas, like we wanted to leave our parents' house and live on our own because we thought we could do it. Like, we're like, yo, I want to live on my own, like I'm not about this life. She had her own reasons, I had my own reasons for wanting to do so. So boom, now we've been thinking about it because we'd have conversations like, yo, I want to go, yo, I want to live on my own, yo, like I want to go, like, yo. But yeah, I moved to Toronto in September of last year, 2017, and I was living on my own for about September, October, November, December, January. 5 months. Don't let that fool you. And within those 5 months I learned a lot, and I wish I knew a lot before I took the steps to move out, because the thing to expect, well, for me it was kind of hard to find a place. And the reason why I say it was hard is because people don't want to rent with the place. They didn't want to give us the place because we were young. It was our first place. Yes, we had guarantors, we had recommendations and pay stubs, the whole thing that they need, you know, necessary things you need to show as proof that you're working and you are an adult and you know you responsible or whatever. So we had all that, but some people just didn't want to give us their house or lease us their place because, one, we're young. So expect, if you're 18 or 19, younger, because I know some people younger, you have your reasons for wanting to live on your own. But like for us, it was hard. Just expect it to be hard to find a landlord or a landlady who is willing to give you a place, especially when you black, because we go to places them no one give it, then they act like they're interested, you know, the whole fake, like, smile up in my face. Don't smile up in my face if you not gonna give me the house, tell me to leave. But they would smile up and be like, hey, yeah, we're gonna call you. May I text the girl the next day like, hey, we're interested, I want to do the form. She not answer me. So just expect that people, adults, they disregard you if you're younger, because people feel like because of your age you're not responsible. People feel like, oh, because I'm young I'm not able to handle this and this and this. I go through enough things. We all go through things. Like we're all grown here. I'm 18, I'm of age. When you are moving out, you need to do your research. Do research. So if your budget is within like, let's say $600 to $800 per month and you want to live on your own, just make sure
find a roommate with money.
Just make sure that the area that you find or the places that you're looking at, they are reasonable, because some people will try to, like, you know, make you pay more than what it's worth. But do your research. If it's a place that you're not necessarily used to or you don't know how things run around there, ask people. Like, it never hurts to ask around, be like, is this place, is $600 a good price for this place? Like, don't jump into anything. My mistake is that I jumped into it and I thought that I was ready because I was just like, I don't care, I'm grown, I'm 19, I wasn't even 19, I was 18. Oh my god, I was 18. The next thing that I wish I knew is that, I mean, I knew this, but when you live on your own, you get to realize that nothing in life is free, honey. I play the game Sims, and you know, in Sims, when the person, you have a sim and it's like draining and it's hungry and you can't just order food and do the things them, and it doesn't feel like nothing because it's not real, but it makes it feel like living on your own is gonna be a breeze. If you play Sims, you know what I mean, like you just feel like, oh, this is cool. Like, a mistake that I made is that I didn't budget myself. So make sure before you decide to move out, make sure you calculate or make a close enough estimation of the cost that you're going to be, how much you're going to be spending. The sun is gone, people. My whole living alone experience, it was nice because my roommate was like my friend, and so it wasn't no bad energy or tension or anything like that. We cooked for each other, we watched TV, we would hang out with each other. Like, it was like living with a sister or your best friend. So that was my experience. Bills, budgeting now. So for me, my bills that I had to pay phone bill, on credit card bills, I had to pay phone, I had to pay for me, my rent, hydro was included, so I didn't have to pay like water or electricity. So if you have to pay that separate outside of your rent, you have to take that into consideration, of course. What other bill I had to pay? I think those were the two main things that I had to, the only thing that I had to be paying. But when you work in a little job, and I know, like, you know, money I make, so it takes out a lot. Because imagine you get like one little 8 bills, and then those 3 things are like $500 and you left with $300. So of course you have to make sure where you're planning to live is within your means and you're able to afford it and you're able to live a comfortable life. Because please don't go find somewhere where it's like $1,000 odd or something, $800 rent, and you know say you work $200 a week time. $200 a week time, and you know say you're not gonna pay the bills, and you know say you can't go live comfortably. Don't do that. Don't do it. Talk about groceries. Let's talk about that thing, like food. Yeah, like food. Let's talk about your necessities. Let's talk about like food, clothes, if you want to shop, like little stuff like that. So for me, this is my downfall, because I didn't know how to not budget, manage my money properly. So at that time I was working 2 jobs and I was making a good amount of money, because I would like work maybe 60 hours a week and I was getting no sleep, but I was working 60 hours a week and I was making some money, like money. When me get the money in my hand, in my check-ins, now the next day I got them all. Now the next day the money done, like, I don't know, not next day, but I don't know, in 3 days time I'm left with like $100, and I'm like, how? But I know how, you know, deep down I know say I mean spend it out, but I'm just like, please. Money. I was cooking, that's the thing. If you want to save money, make sure you better can cook. I knew how to do a little something from before, but living on my own, I had to like not be lazy, because sometimes I just don't want to cook. I don't want to cook. I want to lay down and I want food appear in front of me. That's not life. So groceries now, spending money on like chicken, juice, water, seasonings. Yeah, I had to buy up seasoning because we moved out and we had like no seasoning. So every 2 weeks I would go and buy groceries, and my groceries was looking at about like $60. Like sometimes I would spend money, like sometimes I'd spend like money in the grocery store, like $100 in the grocery store, and I'd be like, what am I doing with myself? It all comes down to budgeting and just managing your money properly at the end of the day. I was one of those where I was in the grocery store and I was taking like 3 hours to shop for 4 products because I was looking at all the prices. Laundry shopping was like the best thing, like shopping for cleaning. Yeah, like when you're shopping for cleaning things, like I love shopping for cleaning things and looking at, oh, I need some Lysol. Let's talk about saving money. I don't think I talk about saving money like the topic, but it came into everything that I was speaking about. So saving money, a smart thing to do is set up a tax-free savings account. This is in Canada. I'm not sure what it's called in the US or wherever, but whatever. Wait name, you there in America, wait name. My friends were doing this and they're the one who told me about it, and the bank told me about it. So what I did is, you go to the bank, tell them you want to set up a tax-free savings account. You are allowed like a limit of $10,000 that you're able to put into this account, and no taxes will be applied to it. And you can even set up something where they will actually take out the money from your account. I know it sucks, but they like, that's, I don't like banks because they can do whatever they want with your money. Okay, that's another story. But they can take out money from your account every 2 weeks if you get paid every 2 weeks. If you get paid weekly, you can set up how you want your money to be taken out, and they take out like $25, $50. You let them know, and it goes into that savings. So you don't even realize when it goes away, when it's taken out. You see it in your check-ins if you check your check-ins account app or whatever every day. But them take out the money basically, and I think that's something really nice that you should really implement into your savings life. I don't know, waiting in bank life. Yeah, you should do it, because after a period of time, let's say for example you save $50 every 2 weeks, every month you're gonna be saving $100, and then by the end of the year, how much that? 100 times 12, no, 112, 1,200. Yeah, more feel maths, but yeah, something that's a good tip if you want to save money. Don't spend money on unnecessary things. Like, if you don't need something, don't buy it. That's a given. Try discipline yourself. I'm not disciplined with my money. I'm still learning. I'm still young. We have some time to learn. Maybe when I'm in my 30s, I'll be like, I'm good to go. If you're a disciplined child right now, that's good for you. You should be managing A-OK. I had 2 jobs and I was working like a lot of hours. They were giving me a lot of hours. I was working like 60 hours a week, and I was making good money. I was making like over $1,000 every 2 weeks. So I was able to manage my bills and stuff. But for reasons, I just wanted to come back home, because I thought that, why am I, because for reasons something happened, right? And then I was just like, why am I struggling if I have my parents at home? They're able to accept me. They want me to come home, because they wanted me to come home. And they were always like, you know, Brittany, why don't you come home? Why are you on your own? And one day I'm just like, yeah, that's true. Like, I can't really afford to live on my own anymore. I have to make the decision to just move back, save up more money, do what I need to do, boss up, make some boss moves. And like, in the future, obviously I'm going to decide to live on my own again. Come on, I love living on my own. When I tell you I love living on my own, that's how it was. So I was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come back. Welcome me back. We family, we good. I'm back. Don't be like me, I'll move out, I'll move back in. It happens to a lot of people though. You'd be surprised about when you hear how many people like move out when they're young and then they move back in because something happens, or they just feel like it's smart. And I felt like it was smart for me to move back in, because I'm just like, because I was struggling. No, I'm not gonna lie, like I was making money, but the money I was making was just for me to survive, and I don't want to live like that. I don't want to just have money and then just have that money to pay bills and live and go to sleep and go to my bed and wake up back again. Really and truly, if you're thinking about living on your own and you think it's for you, like whatever circumstances you're going through, if you just want to be independent, if you just want to be on your own, I think you should go for it if you think that you can manage.
Thanks for watching this video. I hope it helped you in some way. I hope something in this video spoke to you and you're able to use it. Give this video a thumbs up if it did. Leave a comment down below if something helped you. Let me know what you liked about this video. Thank you.